Hey, everybody. I wanted to check in a little bit here on Tuesday before we move into the fall break. And what I have for you is a recording that is a presentation for somebody that you could seek help from. This individual's name is Mareo, and he is available to help you with the signature assignment. I'm going to be playing a screen share here in just a second, and it's a recording Mareo made about tips and tricks and how to complete the signature assignment to the best of your ability, as well as providing some contact information for you to seek specific help from Mareo getting this project ready for submission. So please feel free, watch it. It's about 20 minutes long. It's a good presentation. And again, it'll help you get ready for the signature assignment.
Hello, my name is Mario, and I am going to be presenting you my informational interview assistance presentation in just one moment. I also have a guest here. His name is Karu. He is my cat. He is clinging to me as cats do when you sit at a desk at home. So don't mind him as we're going along. All right. All right, so this presentation is informational interview assistance. So this is also called signature assignment. I know it has a variety of names. For me, it's more comfortable to call it signature assignment. And so I will alternate during my presentation because when I had a first year seminar, that is what it was called. So it kind of stuck. So the agenda, so what the contents of this presentation are, it's welcoming introduction. So you'll get to know a little bit about me. You'll get to know what a peer coach is. So that is my job position. You'll get to figure out like what the signature assignment is. And I know it's a little bit different for every course. So of course, like if there are alterations within your course, that is completely fine. I know it's like a little bit different with each and every first year seminar. And what makes this assignment difficult? As well as like debriefing and Q&A, but I know that since I'm not physically in your class, like I'm not like there to do the Q&A. So either you can send me an email with the information I have with my closing. You can text me on my number. You could reach out to your professor, or if this is the professor seeing it, you can reach out to me. And even so, like I could also be added to your kind of Canva thing. And you could create a questions and comments kind of section, and I could be answering those questions and comments as they come. And if I don't know the answer specifically to that question, I could always follow up with Professor Economy. So my name is Jamario Barlow. I do go by Mario. I go by he, him, his pronouns. I am a third-year Deaf Studies and Psychology double major. I am from Fairfield, California. If you don't know where that is, it's a little bit down south in Solano County. So Vacaville, Fairfield, it's like neighboring Napa County, that kind of area. It's about 30 minutes away from here in Sacramento. That is where I currently am. And I have had a first year seminar. So I'm not coming from like an outer perspective of like, I have no idea what it's like to be in a first year seminar. I know that they're all different. I know that some of them are more intense. But I have had that experience, and I hope that that makes students feel more comfortable like relating to me, because I was just like all of you 2 years ago. What is a peer coach? So I was hired on about a year back for what it's called is a peer coach. And what that is I like to describe it as a guide and helpful hands. So I am not here to do your signature assignment, your career informational interview. I am here to see what I can do to support you, whether that is just giving you a little bit of advice or whether that's helping you like the whole entire way through. We are resources, like as your peer mentor, that's an accessible resource to you. Your professor is a resource to you. Your classmates are a resource to you. I'm a resource specifically oriented towards the career informational interview, the signature assignment, because sometimes we saw like students getting lost. We saw students needing more assistance, and especially due to this COVID time, we don't have that luxury of being in person. Not all first year seminars do. And so we thought it might be best to we thought it might be best to create something like this. And I have the privilege of being the peer coach for this, and I find it correct. And I find this position to be lovely. I love helping my peers. I am a peer. So if you see the second point, like peers who can relate, like I'm a peer. I am only 2 years older. Well, not older, but like 2 years progressing. So I was just like you 2 years ago, and it still feels like it sometimes to this day. I'm still in my first year. I get really confused sometimes. And I think that's okay. I think that's normal. And I think it's normal to seek out help. I have tutors because I know that I know what I struggle with. And I know that certain subjects I might just need a little bit of help in, and certain assignments I might need a little bit of help in. And that is perfectly fine. We want to normalize that currently before you get to your second year and you feel like you're struggling and you feel like you can't reach out to anyone. I am someone who might know someone. I have worked a total of 6 different job positions here at Sac State. I've worked 9 jobs in total, including like an internship at the Capitol, at the library, things like that, at the food pantry and stuff. And so I feel like if I don't know someone that, well, to help you with your topic, I might know someone. Well, like I might know someone who does know someone if I don't know them directly. So I want you to consider me a resource. If you are struggling to find someone in your career field of interest, whether it's like a specific pinpoint career or whether it's the general area of the career, whether it's like a specific area or like a specific field, like a specific job, like physician or medical school or like medical area, I might know someone. And so feel free to ask. It doesn't hurt to ask, or just reach out to see. One moment. All right, you're scratching my trash can. And so feel free to ask. Feel free to ask your professors. Feel free to reach out to, well, of course, we want you to reach out to people who you don't know, who you want to establish a connection with. And it all starts with that single email. It all starts with that. It all starts with that single call that you leave a voicemail at. And we hope that, of course, if you're willing to do this your first year, that later in time, when you're trying to figure out what you want to do, that you're very much willing to call and schedule another one. That, you know, you don't feel as though you say, I've done that before. I did that my first year. So I really want to get to know more about this career field that I haven't interviewed yet. Let me do this again because I thought this was really beneficial to me. And that's what we want to hear. And I like to tell students, I am here as long as they want me to be. So if you only want me here for this semester to be your peer coach, I am totally fine with that. But if you want me to be here your like the next years of your journey, like I've been an academic advisor, so I can help somewhat like with like general ed. I've been an orientation leader, so I can help like with some major advising. Of course, go to your major advisors. But if you need like a quick like, hey, what does this do? What does this count for? You know, I might know what it counts for, or I might know someone who does know. Like I can email, like especially like if you're a math major, you know, that's not my area of expertise. They're super, super precise, but I'm pretty sure I know how to find out exactly who to email for that math major to get you going and get you on track. So that is what I'm here for. Again, if you only want me to be here this semester, that's fine, but my number is available for use. My email is available for use as long as you'd like it to be. So feel free to utilize me as a resource, even if you don't talk to me for 2 years and you text me like 2 years down the line and saying you need help. I'm here. I'm here to help. That is what I'm here for. Yeah. Hi, Kuru. What is the signature assignment? And so I like to break the signature assignment down into steps, but briefly, the signature assignment, also known as the career informational interview, is an assignment that you are going to be interviewing someone who is either in your future career or future career that you might, or future field that you might be interested in and want to get to know more about. So just in case you don't know exactly what you're going to do yet, this is an opportunity for you to reach out to people in a field that you have interest in and say, hey, how's it going? My name is so-and-so. I'm super interested in this. Can I get to know more about this? Can we sit down for either a cup of coffee that, of course, 6 feet apart, mask on, COVID season, or a Zoom opportunity where, 10 minutes of your time, half an hour of your time, that we can talk and we can see that we can see I get to know more about this, you get to know more about me, and we can see if we can establish a connection. And if we can establish like a connection that, oh, I'm super interested in the field you are, maybe you know someone else who is more oriented towards like something that I would want to do, whether it's like business. I interviewed someone who was in finance, and I say, you know what, like I've been thinking about finance, but I've also been thinking about human resources. They might know someone. And I think that's absolutely lovely that this assignment gives you an opportunity to be able to do that. I like to think about it in steps. So like, what is the process? I'm sorry if my screen's like blocking this part. I like to think of it. Step one is think. Think about your future career field. What do you think you might want to do? And it can change. It is totally fine for it to change. You are in your first year, that there is so much room for you to grow, for new interests and hobbies to develop. And so this, all we're asking for you, not to figure out set in stone, concrete, what you want to do. We're asking, what do you think interests you? What careers have rung like, you know, the bells of your ears and said, you know, I might actually feel like I could do that, whether it's for the rest of your life or whether it's just for like 10 years, 5 years, that kind of thing. So we want you to think. Then we want you to find step two, which seems to be a very difficult step because now it's like trying to realistically reach out to people who you are going to reach out to in order to schedule this interview, finding the right person. And unless you're going to academia, you can't interview your professors. But some of these professors, unless they've also like had experience in the career field, like I know that some criminal justice professors actually have had experience as detectives and whatnot. We want you to go outside of the box and explore and find someone who's actually doing something that you want to be doing. So again, if you want to interview a professor, hopefully you're going into academia, or it's a professor that actually has had like some experience in that field. But we want you to go outside of the box. We want you to reach out, you know, whether it's like via LinkedIn, whether it's via like the Sacs or like the Sac State Alumni Center, that kind of thing, to find someone who is in a career field that you want to be in and to schedule that interview, which is step three, is scheduling that interview. Which of course, like I said, it's whatever you're comfortable with. You can schedule it over Zoom. You can have an interview in person. It's also whatever they're comfortable with. If you have it in person, please wear your mask. Please be safe. COVID season is still around. Just letting you know that. Well, of course, you know that. But step three is the interview. What seems to be the hardest step is step two. And step three might be like the second hardest because you're trying to find a time to interview. And finding a person is one thing, but getting a successful interview and having someone available is something else. And we want you to be persistent. If you find someone and they don't message back, or they don't email back after 3 days, hey, you know, follow up. Hey, what's going on? Hey, can we see, I'm just following up. My name is so-and-so. I'd be really interested in interviewing you. If you've ever read a text message in your head and not actually responded to the text message, that might be what's going on with the emails. Feel free to like keep that in mind, benefit of the doubt. I don't think they're ignoring you. I just think, you know, we're receiving a lot of emails because everything is over Zoom. Step four, summarize. So this is where we're asking you to condense your ideas into this essay, where we get to know how you felt before going into this. What was your career interest before going into this? How did this interview go? What was going on? What were the questions being asked? How did you feel afterwards? Does this change your view about this career? How does this help you grow? What can you take away from this? Those things are what we want to hear. We want to see them in your essay. And it can be very intimidating, but we just want you to basically write that very personal, authentic essay. This is supposed to benefit you. So we want you to actually reflect. And so as you're writing it, I hope that you are feeling like you're critical thinking and you are reflecting efficiently, because that will show in your essay that turnaround, that change of heart, or that steady push towards this career that you were kind of interested in, and now you're super interested in it. And that is exactly what we want to see. But either or, of course, but we just want to see like that reflection, whether it's like steering you away, saying, you know, that's actually not what I want to do, or saying that's actually what I want to do for now. And remember, you know, there's always room to change. There's always room to switch your major. There's always room to declare a major. There's always room to declare another major or another minor. So feel free to like have that flexibility and not feel so like bound to whatever you do decide to like commit to. What makes this assignment difficult? What makes it like, so someone like me has to be like hired for this position. Students get stuck and it's unfortunate. And when students get stuck, sometimes they just don't reach out for help. They can't find someone and they stop. They found people, but nobody's responding, and they stop and they don't tell people that they need people to help them. We are here for you, your professors, your peers, your peer mentors, me. We do not want you getting stuck. We are here to answer all of your questions, comments, or concerns that you do develop. And so feel free to utilize this as a resource. It's normal to get stuck, to get stumped. But if you sit there, then we waste time that you could be using to find someone else, or time that you could be using to schedule an interview with someone who you just emailed and now they just responded because you got out of that little like rut. It can be intimidating. Writing, like, you're like, oh, I'm never going to hit the word count. Oh, I'm not going to find someone, so I won't even try. You will find someone. You will hit that word count. You might find it hard to like not go over, exceed the maximum word count at the end of the day. You are fully capable. And that is why we're here also, just to support you. We will not write this for you, but we are here to support you because we believe in you. And the next step is for you to believe in yourself. A lot of things in life can be scary, intimidating, stressful, but what we like to say is like, that's challenging. This is a challenge for you. This interview, this career, it's not just an assignment we created to just like have you do a bunch more work. No, we created this so you could have a takeaway your first year and be challenged, be inspired. And I think that's absolutely lovely. And you get what you give. So if you are not giving your 100% during this, it'll show. We want you to give out like so much, of course, yourself, but like as much as you're comfortable with into this assignment, because we want you to have the most takeaway. The more you throw yourself out there, like the more takeaway you are getting, whether it's you're only conducting one interview, well, like only, oh my gosh, you're conducting one interview, or you're conducting more because you're like, wait, like I want to do this again. I really, really enjoyed this. So you get what you give, and that's something to acknowledge, because if you're not giving anything, if you're only kind of looking for like one word replies or barely like very surface level is what we might call it, you're not going to have a really lovely reflection. You're just kind of just going to have a reflection and it's like, oh, my career didn't change. That's it. And that's what we don't want to see. We want to see you reflecting. We want to see you being inspired. We want you to see like either like this, like your career field, your mindset towards this career changing for either a different career or towards this career still. Another reason this is difficult is we're still going through COVID. It's tough. It's tough because now everyone's like directed towards their email, so your email might get flooded out. It's tough because it's not in person. I would love to see all of you in person. I absolutely would. But we can't. Well, not currently, of course, depending on your first year seminar. So we're still going through COVID. So we're still going through this pandemic, and that might make this assignment a little bit more difficult. When I did my signature assignment, it was in person and I absolutely loved it. But I couldn't imagine doing it online. And so we are also still resources for you. If you are getting like unmotivated, if you are feeling like, you know, discouraged or anything, that is what we're here for. So feel free to reach out to us. We are resources. This would be debriefing Q&A. So again, as I repeat, since I'm not in your class currently, this is just a pre-recorded video of me and crew, of course. If you have any questions, direct them towards your professor. Or if there's already been like some kind of like Canvas page account that could be set up for me, that I could answer those questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to have that set up. I would definitely feel very much like welcome and would love to be in your classes and love to see what's going on. And also be able to like actively help. So it's not like extra work for like the professor to be kind of redirecting all of my questions to me, like collecting them all from you, then redirecting them all to me, then me giving them back to them, and then having them distribute them all to you, that kind of thing. I think it might be easier to just like have me like be able to do that. Of course, you know, if that's not like the move, if you would rather like keep your course closed, which is completely fine, I would definitely be down to have that process going on. Sorry, I'm just trying to get crew off my shoulder because he stays on there. Okay. All right. Reach out to me. This is my personal cell phone number. Please do not text me at 4 a.m. Like my office hours, my business hours with my cell phone number are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. After 6 p.m., I will look at that text message and I will think in my head, and sometimes like 50-50, I might roll over the next day, or I might just say, let's just get this done now. But please be considerate. I'm also a full-time student and I work. So I'm just trying to make sure, you know, I'm trying to make a living, and I'm also trying not to like stress about school like 24/7, because school can be very stressful. I hope that you students like also like acknowledge, like, well, yeah, like understand as like fellow students, like school, it can be a bit stressful. And this is my email. Feel free to reach out to my email. It is available to you. It is of use to you. So feel free to send me an email. I will be honest, text messages, I usually respond to them faster. All right. It was absolutely lovely meeting all of you. Like meeting you from like one side, and shoot, I hope to like actually meet you all one day. If you see me around campus, feel free to say hi. So I'm here for that. And I want to be able to meet with all of you at least once this semester, whether it's for 10 minutes, whether it's for an hour, whatever you need, however I can support you better. If you have any questions, you have any recommendations, feel free to let me know so I can see how to engage with you all better. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your class. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone.
All right, everybody, you heard the guy, right? Mareo, he's available for you. Call him Mareo. He gave you his email there. He gave you his phone number. Reach out to him for help on the signature assignment. You can also feel free to reach out to me. I'm available too, but Mareo might be one that you're more comfortable reaching out to given this particular assignment, given that Mario's gone through it before, given that he has all of these resources available for you. All right, everybody, good job. Thank you for watching. Again, good luck on the signature assignment. Reach out if you need us. Everybody, have a good break. We'll see you soon. Bye.